confirmation to show that we're live, and then we'll start the intro and stuff as soon as we.
Yeah, let's see. 9 o'clock, and we have 0 viewers.
Just hold on. And we're live. Okay.
All right, close enough. Doing the intro. All right, guys. So, yeah. What'd you do? Turn us off?
I muted us so we don't hear ourselves because it's delayed.
Oh, okay.
You do not want to hear us.
Okay. Anyway, welcome back to another episode of what the hell are we calling this?
Car talk and other things.
Yeah, with Big D and Liam. Sorry, I'm just not awake yet or something. I don't know. Anywho, so yeah, we'll get really into this here in a minute. We're trying to kind of wait for viewers to show up.
Yeah, we're trying to see if any viewers
Don't
show
want
up.
to freaking just talk to a picture of ourselves.
You have a good bit rate. Everything looks good. Sorry, I'm just confirming all the stuff. Where's our chat? The chat's way down.
I mean, yeah.
Move this over here.
Oh, okay. We're going up. We're at 2 viewers now.
Yay.
Okay, numbers are going up. Okay.
Okay, now we can see everything. We see our chat and everything. Okay, we're set now.
Okay.
Let's get situated. Today we're gonna just kind of wing it. We didn't really have
we
a
didn't
plan.
really make a plan on what we were going to talk about today, so
We're just gonna be like,
yeah, today's just gonna be.
We'll just go in what we were talking about before. We're trying to plan what we're gonna do next on my Project Void.
Yeah, pretty
So
much.
we were looking at this, trying to figure. Cause this is the best kit for the car without us having to fabricate anything, or
Yeah.
try to weld aluminum, which we don't have the correct equipment to do,
No, we don't have a TIG welder for that.
or any kind of MIG welder that can weld aluminum.
Well, yeah,
And if that we had any MIG welder that can weld aluminum does does really thick aluminum at very high temperatures, and an EGR pipe is very thin aluminum.
Yes. Yeah, you need a regular foot control
TIG welder.
So you can control your heat
And they're
all
expensive, and we're cheap, so
well, we're not cheap. It's just
we can't afford it.
well, yeah. I love to have a freaking plasma cutter. I mean, I could get a cheap one at Harbor Freight,
Yeah.
but they're kind of.
See, this kit that's actually made by a local guy called the Miata King.
How did we drop from 2
Calls
viewers
himself
to
a-
1?
Because I don't know. I don't
We
care.
lost a viewer already. All right, just barely got started, and they're like, "Yeah, not into it."
They'll
soon."
come back as they see our posts and stuff like that.
Whatever. If they
Yeah,
ain't
we
into
were looking
it,
at
then
we were looking at this, and
yeah, this was the one we were originally looking at, but there's
that's a plumbing pipe. That's actually a plumbing pipe. I watched the guy's video on YouTube.
Are you freaking kidding me?
It's a
from,
jerry rig system, so
Yeah,
that's why it's sold
no.
on eBay. So we'd rather go with
yeah,
we'd rather go with the
I'd rather go with something.
Boss
that's-
Miata. They specialize in
Yeah.
Miata. Buying straight from them, and this will
You
take up my entire budget for that week. But
You know everything's correct.
yeah,
The good thing is, we've already got the parts we need for this week.
yeah, we got the. I'll bring that up here.
Yeah.
So what we have planned for Monday.
Yeah, this is what we're going to be doing on Monday's shoot / episode, whatever you, yeah. Monday's pose.
Just let me bring up my.
Yeah.
It's good I have that off because they don't
Yeah.
need to see this part. I'll bring it up again.
There it is.
Yeah, actually, yeah, this should be fine.
Yeah, that's it. You're just making sure.
Wrong one.
You're just making sure it ain't got no personal.
Yeah, just make sure no personal information. Just gives one. So we got this, really cheap,
Yeah.
and it looks perfect. Actually, I I had it set. I set it up. See the factory.
Yeah.
And the pigtails are long enough that we can just move it from this area over in the car to the middle area. Everything's fine. Everything will fit right in. It probably only take like 10 minutes to install. To tell you the truth, it's gonna be a short video, and we'll probably do it non-hyperlapse.
Yeah, this one will be done in regular speed instead of hyperlapse like we normally do. But continuing with the stage 1 budget build, right?
Yeah.
This is another budget part.
Yeah.
So we're going to be taking off the stock airbox, air tube, and all that, switching to cold air intake. The split.
Well, technically it's a ram air, not a cold air. I have an idea of making a custom box to make it cold air, so it gets more cold air from the front of the car.
Yeah, where it seals to the bottom of it's sealed to the hood.
Yeah.
And then you have.
I figure we could do that with some kind of rubber hose or something like that.
Yeah, you take like rubber fuel line, cut a slit in it with a razor blade, and it makes a perfect.
We just got to cut and weld either a steel, like a very thin steel box, or kind of just we can actually rivet together and seal up a aluminum box.
Yeah, I'd rather weld it because
even though it'll be a little heavier.
Rivets you're gonna get. They'll still have an air escape.
Well, if we seal it up with some kind of silicone or something like that.
Yeah.
But it'll probably, if we seal it up with silicone, it'll probably end up being just as heavy as the steel.
Well, I figured we would just weld it together because it's got to be fairly large and custom because we got to build an air scoop on the bottom side of it that comes down in the front of the car.
The factory little air hole kind of feeds off. There's actually louvers in the front wheel well I saw that actually feed air to it too. So
we got to pay attention to our questions because we've got.
They're just saying hi pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, just feel free to ask any questions. This is our brainstorming. This is normally what we do on Sundays when we meet as a family. We brainstorm on ideas and stuff like that. So you're seeing kind of our thought process on planning
what we do normally on Sundays when everybody's over for Sunday dinner and everything because it's a family thing. We've always done it. We always get together on Sunday.
Most Sundays.
Yeah, but that's what.
It started with football. We watch football as a family.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So it started as a Sunday football thing, and it just kind of carries over into the summer where we just kind of meet up and.
Well, it ends up switching from football to NASCAR.
Yeah, NASCAR. Or what else do we watch? Anyway, mostly NASCAR.
Yeah.
So yeah. Even though I don't like NASCAR, he likes NASCAR, and my mom likes NASCAR.
Everybody else just kind of
I don't really get to
it.
Except when it's road course, then I'm like all.
Yeah, when they're doing road course, he's all in it. But
I just don't like people driving around in circles.
Yeah.
Anyway, what were we talking about? This is the other things part of the car talk and other things when we go completely off book.
The cold air intake that we got, or ram air intake,
soon to be
whatever you want to call it.
We're going to fabricate it into cold air.
I've always called them cold air intakes, even though technically it's not really sucking cold air. It's sucking hot air from underneath the hood, but anyway.
I have an idea for that. I'm thinking of putting louvers in the hood. Those are pretty cheap.
You were looking at those last week. Yeah.
So that would actually pull air away from all that stuff that needs to be hot air pulled away from.
If you guys are wondering what the split in that is with the rubber couplers
this area
right there, that is where you patch in the factory mass airflow sensor.
Yeah. And it's real easy to take apart. It's like locked. It's like pretty much just screwed into the factory box. Mm-hmm. If we can just take it out and it fits perfectly in there. It's made to go. It's almost like it's made to go in line like that on a custom thing.
Well, sweet.
It's fairly simple. Like I said, it'll be pretty quick.
And it looks like these tubes are those No, that's not an airport. Those are okay. So we got
those are silicones. Yeah.
No, I'm looking at the actual pipes. Okay, so we got
those are
we got mounting tabs.
Yeah, that's for that little hole right there. You're saying that's for a little Christmas tree sensor that pops in.
Okay.
That's like an extra sensor separate from the mass airflow.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it does because.
Yeah. But it's cool that it has the mounting tabs, so it's not going to be just kind of free hanging, flopping around.
There's a factory screw hole that lines up perfectly with that, so that metal tab you see coming off. I checked it all out. Everything will. I don't even think we're going to need that rubber hose. I think that's just extra if you have a bad one that we can replace.
It might be for PVC.
Yeah, it's for that. But the factory one looks like it'll just go right up into it, so we probably won't even need it. We might replace it just because
if it's dry rotted.
Even then, newer hose is better than older hose. So
exactly.
We have the hose, might as well replace it.
That didn't sound right.
That kind of did actually, if you think about it.
Newer hose are better than older hose. There we go, off track again. Yeah.
That's the mature rating that we have on this channel because we don't know what we're going to say next.
Exactly. So, that's what we're going to be doing on Monday's episode. We are going to be removing the factory airbox system.
I forget how much this cost off the top of my head. It was just cheap. It was like $50.
Yeah, it wasn't a whole lot.
And it's pretty much an eBay style.
Yeah, it's not name brand. Yeah, that's basically it's not AEM
or anything like that. Yeah, it's a real cheap part. Yeah. I don't even think this is charged. It didn't feel greasy at all. The actual filter. I don't know what kind of filter that is.
We'll have to look at the instructions and stuff.
There's no instruction.
There's none?
Not one. Not one instruction. It's just this in a box. What you see here in a box.
Oh, okay.
It's total eBay style.
Alrighty. It comes in the mail and you just kind of wing it. Alright.
That's why it took me half a day to figure out how to install it. I pretty much had to look at this picture and kind of go like, okay, that's actually how it goes in. You would think, yeah.
Okay, so
you have to go by the picture in the advertisement. Yeah.
All right, so we basically wing it.
Yeah. Okay. And then after that, we were going to do the coolant reroute kit, which reason why we get that is the coolant reroute kit is the engine was originally designed for a what car is it that also had the 1.8 and Mazda. I think it was Mazda 3. Like the early Mazda 3s also had the same exact engine. Yeah. It was actually originally made for that car or front-wheel drive cars. Yeah. In Miata, they just kicked it sideways. Mm-hmm. Or rightways? Sideways compared to the Mazda 3. Yeah. So they had to reroute the cooling. Mm-hmm. So everything came out the front of the engine. They didn't have to use as much pipe and stuff like that. Yeah. Problem is that created heating problems in the fourth cylinder on the back of the engine. What the reroute kit does, I'll try to bring it up again. There we go. What this kit does is it
basically takes everything from the front of the motor and puts it on the back side of the motor.
Yeah, this long ass hose goes all the way to the back of the motor, and it pulls the coolant actually through the entire motor instead of leaving the rear.
Yeah.
Hotter than hell.
Now, I will tell you guys this, when it comes to us doing this particular upgrade, depending upon the difficulty, we are going to very, very well study this before we even start doing any filming. But there is a possibility that this particular install might be broke up into 2 episodes.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Not a...
We'll probably do the back of the engine and then the front of the engine kind of thing, 2 separate videos.
Yeah, not like our previous separate videos where we do segments.
Yeah.
It will actually be broke up into 2 separate videos.
Yeah.
Like one part will be for Monday, the next part will be for Wednesday.
Yeah.
So just letting you guys know that now. Not saying it is going to happen. It's a possibility.
I'm also looking at a performance radiator, which is going to have to be a separate week.
Yeah.
Because money issues.
While he's looking,
money availability.
While he's looking up the radiator, I'm gonna update you guys on here. I'll also cover it on Monday's video. I'm not going to order any motor parts next month, or this month coming up, I should say. I decided so we can get back on DarkSyn. I'm gonna order like the wheel tubs and stuff like that for it. That way we can,
get something done.
That way we can start working on it. I wanted to get the wheel tubs for it. Thought about getting some body fillers, sandpaper.
Yeah.
Some stuff like that, so we can get started doing body work.
You're just gonna have to get up really early in the morning.
Well,
because First Light here in Phoenix's area is like 6 o'clock or something like that.
Yeah, but I'm also been looking and really, really thinking about getting that fully wrapped car cover or not car cover, but the car canopy from Harbor Freight.
Yeah.
It's only like $130, $140, and it has sides on it and a top where we can seal it completely up.
Yeah.
And we could still run that.
Air conditioner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Without, because the duct it's just slid on the bottom, right?
Yeah.
It's not like a pain in the ass for you to unhook and
Yeah, we can try to make it work.
So we can roll that.
We're talking about our portable air conditioner. We're trying to figure out how.
Yeah, we can roll that out there.
Yeah, and run extension cord. Yeah, we'll try it. Might work.
Yeah.
No.
That way we can get some work done on it.
Yeah,
and with getting the body filler, I'll be able to start smoothing out the firewall.
Mm-hmm.
Getting sandpaper and stuff like that. I'll be able to start working on the body work. Stuff that I can get bought fairly cheap that we can get back to working on it.
Yeah. Instead of working on my car all the time.
So we're able to go back and forth again.
Mm-hmm.
We've been kind of at this stall type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I've been ordering parts, it's not ordering the parts that we could be using right now to keep us working.
Yeah.
So, that's what this next paycheck's going to do. I'm going to buy some body work and stuff and get the wheel tubs for it. I do need to write down all the welder info because I want to call the welding shop probably Monday and start pricing out the argon tank and all that stuff for it. So, yeah.
Anyway.
So there you go. There's that update. Now we'll get back to Liam's radiator for Project Void.
For the Miata.
This is the first time I'm seeing this radiator, so hey, that's a nice radiator.
Problem is, it's for a manual, so we're gonna have to run a separate oil cooler. I was thinking with us from Summit, real cheap oil cooler, transmission oil cooler, I should say.
Yeah, trans cooler.
Because this is for a manual only. So it looks like it has. I think those are just mounting screws.
No.
Yeah, those are mounting screws because there's more up here.
Yeah.
They're exactly the same. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Then it has also.
Yeah.
Factory screws on the side. So this is a 2-core, pretty much 2-core. They say 2-row. I don't know why they say row, but it's a dual-core radiator. The stock one's a single core, so this will cool down the engine a whole lot too.
Yeah.
So in racing situations, we won't have any cooling problems with the cooling reroute kit and the new radiator, and especially that's the other thing. And with the transmission should be cooler with a aluminum cooling thing too. So
yes, we're trying to help with cooling and stuff like that quite a bit because she's gonna start getting beat on.
Yeah. So before we start really beating on it, before we switch to a manual, which will torture the engine a whole lot more, especially
and the other,
and the other things like running the computer.
The other thing that hopefully is also going to be coming very soon that dries hair very big, kind of goes.
Yeah, those things.
Yeah, those. Yeah.
The
I did find out recently. I got curious and I looked for Liam. His particular year, which is a 2003. Okay. The automatic motors, the 1.8s, are a 10-to-1 compression motor. The manual ones, though, same motor, are 9.5 to 1.
Yeah.
So, a little lower compression, but even with, the compression you do have.
Yeah. People have turboed them before.
Yes, we can still play in that department.
Yeah.
Quite well.
Well, it's no secret that we're going to turbo it.
Well, yes, we are putting a turbo kit on it. We did discuss this, I believe, in a previous episode.
Of this, actually. Of the car talk.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the trans cooler. It's basically your generic everyday trans cooler, universal. You pretty much put them on any vehicle with an automatic transmission. They were originally developed for campers and towing vehicles to help keep the trans temperatures down for hauling.
Yeah.
And then people started using them in the racing department.
Yeah.
And yeah, there you go. Little history.
If we and the good thing
little
about
knowledges for you.
Knowledges.
Yeah, knowledges.
Also, if we don't think we can get this or we don't want it in front of the AC.
Yeah.
We can also buy one that's remote mounted with a separate fan and stuff like that. Also, pretty cheap.
Yeah, they
sell them where you can mount them anywhere.
Yeah, you can mount them under the car.
Yeah, we can even mount it back next to the transmission. If
we really wanted to. A lot of drag racers actually do that.
Yeah.
They put them right next to the transmission and mount them on the frame rail. But
I don't think we have enough room for that underneath.
No,
plus
we do not.
Plus, we're thinking about putting a full 4-pan underneath the
car.
Yeah,
a belly pan. We've been looking into that too. Let's not jump around too much. We were just talking about the turbos, and then I kind of jumped back to the trans cooler.
Yeah. But the turbos, I'm not sure exactly what system I'm going to get. I've been looking at some,
Yeah.
But we're thinking you can get a really cheap one for $800.
Well.
Like eBay.
Well,
I'll search for that, I guess.
With the turbo kits, okay, you can play with them some without having to change your computer. And sometimes you can even get away with your stock injectors. But that's only when you're running like really, really low amounts of boost, like under 5 pounds.
Yeah, 4 to 6 is recommended.
Yeah. Now, if you want to go any higher than that, then you gotta change out to bigger fuel injectors to keep up with the fuel demand. You have to change your computer and or have your computer tuned if you particularly have a vehicle that has a tunable factory computer. Not all cars have that option. And I'm not talking just about Miatas. I'm talking about all cars in general. Sometimes they will have a factory computer that is tunable, but not always.
This is one example of a really cheap turbo.
This is the one.
$600.
Yeah, this is actually the one I was really liking because it looked the most there.
Yeah.
Because it has, it has the cast iron intake. It's not a header, so it has the strength to hold up the turbo. You got your downpipe. You got all your cold air side charge pipes. You got an intercooler that comes with it. You got all your hose clamps, gaskets,
lines.
You got your oil feed and oil drain lines.
Separate couple springs, a blow-off valve, everything.
You got a couple different wastegate springs.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah, it looks complete.
I mean, that kit right there, for as cheap as it is, looks pretty goddamn legit.
Yeah.
I mean, you got your wastegate.
Well, it's pretty much a universal. It's a universal cooling pipe kit.
Yeah.
With a Miata.
Yeah.
Pretty much the only thing for Miata is the actual.
I mean, you got
exhaust side of things.
Yeah.
The exhaust side of things is the only thing that's custom in this kit.
Yeah.
Everything else is universal parts that you can get anywhere.
Yeah. I forgot what. They're obviously.
And the turbo probably doesn't come clocked in the right direction either. You probably have to clock the turbo.
So clocking turbos are easy. You just you don't even take the bolts out. You just loosen them off.
And spin. Everything spins on the bearings.
Yeah, it just. You can position
what
it.
What was that again? Okay.
Anyway, one more time. Yes, I'm a
freaking
weirdo. Anyway, I forgot where I was going to go. He distracted me, and yeah. They did. It wasn't called the Miata though. Or was it? It was the Miata.
Mazda Speed.
Something like that. It was a Miata though, but they did offer it in a turboed package.
Mazda Speed. It was the only one. It was actually around the same year as mine. It was the MB model.
Same motor, but they bolted a fucking turbo on it.
Yeah, they had a factory turbo. They're pretty cool.
So the motors we do know are capable.
Yeah, definitely. Well, they're cast iron, so they can take high pressure too. So
yes.
I think, but really, what limits the engines is the transmission and drivetrain more than the actual engine being limited by how much boost you can put into it.
It's basically
you have to start up after around 300 horsepower. You have to start modifying your drivetrain to handle the power.
Yeah.
The engine will do a lot more.
And of course, we're not going to go freaking full balls to the wall when we get the turbo kit first on it. We're going to creep up on it.
We're also going to upgrade the drive. I think we should upgrade the drivetrain way before we do that. We need to upgrade the transmission and put a limited slip differential on the back. Or you're not going to be able to handle the horsepower that you use that you put.
Well, that's why I was saying we can get away with it for now without doing the transmission and stuff like that because we're going to creep.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to put it on the car. Yeah. Be lucky if it starts out with 3 pounds in it.
And new transmission, $400. I think the automatic will take a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 to 5 pounds.
3 pounds is not shit, really.
Yeah.
We're barely gonna feel it, but it's gonna be one of them.
With the 10-1 compression, we probably feel it more than any other
engine. Yeah, but we're gonna be like, okay, we're feeling it. We know it's there.
Mm-hmm.
We can feel
making cool sounds.
We're feeling the slight difference. Okay, let's see if we can creep up a little bit more. Yeah. It's not messing with the motor. Temperatures are fine. No shit's going off. Everything's good.
Yeah.
So
the limited. I researched the limited slip differential will be around $400 or $500.
Okay.
So that's a cheap upgrade we can do.
Okay.
Even that that's a good. It'd make a nice video.
Yeah.
And make a nice 2 videos actually.
Two or three. I mean,
yeah, doing it before and after.
Yeah.
We're gonna do another test here pretty soon. As soon as we get some of the.
Oh yeah, that was also what I wanted to touch base on. We doing the air filter setup Monday, and then Wednesday we are planning on going out and doing another test.
Yeah. With the new exhaust inlet system that we're gonna
have. Yeah, having the new air system going in, that's helping the airflow going in. And we've changed the exhaust, so that's helping the airflow going out. So with those 2 parts being changed, we should notice a slight difference, and I do mean slight, but we should notice something.
Now, remember the 0 to 60 with just me in the car was a little over 10 seconds.
Yes,
we're gonna try to improve on that.
We're gonna have all of that written down. We'll go back and we'll review that video.
Yeah, we'll
pause it and we'll write down the times.
Yeah, we'll display them and everything. We'll do it cleanly so you guys understand.
Well, no, what I'm saying is we'll take it on a piece of paper with us so we can compare in real time.
Yeah.
After we make the pass, we can go, okay, this is what we did the first time, and this is what we're doing, Yeah. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay.
We didn't really get a good quarter of the mile because there was both of us in the car. But
yeah, so...
what was it, 22?
No, it was an 18.5.
18.5 with 2 people in the car. So
it was
you take
18.5 and it was a 14.3 or 14 something in the 8th.
So we do that comparison, so take about 2. So it'd probably be like 16 with just me in the car.
Yeah.
So we're 16 quarter and about 10 second 0 to 60 is what we're trying to beat for Wednesday's video.
And that one, of course, we're not doing G-force testing
because we didn't do anything to improve that.
Yeah, we didn't do nothing to
Maybe
improve
when
that.
I get the coilovers, which I've also been researching, be under $1,000, we should be able to do that.
Okay.
When I get more money.
But yeah, Wednesdays is literally just going to be straight line, 0 to 60, eighth mile, and quarter mile.
Yeah.
So I won't be in the car. I'll probably film from the side of the road.
Yeah. So we get a more solid scientific baseline.
Yeah. We're going to try to, and we're praying like hell this works.
We're going to do it again with a full tank of gas.
We are going to try to use the GoPro inside the car.
I need to order that like a cheap suction cup hanger for like the back window, so it can shoot through the back of the car. I have it all planned.
Wait, we want it facing backwards?
Forwards.
I was going to say, yeah.
It's going to be stuck to the back window, but facing forwards of the car.
Okay.
So you get my over-the-shoulder shot of me driving.
Okay.
And I'll blur out the actual miles per hour.
Okay.
So we don't get arrested.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So
you don't want video evidence of you speeding.
We want to get the GoPro going. That way, I'm able to film from the side of the road with my phone.
Yeah.
Liam's able to have his phone on the dash.
With the numbers.
With the nap. With the nap.
With the GPS tracking.
Yeah, with the app thingy.
Yeah.
And then the GoPro filming the rest.
GoPro style camera. It's right here actually.
Yeah, it's not a GoPro.
It's a Cam Pack.
Yes, it's a knockoff.
Cam Park.
But
cheap ass
camera. It's known to work okay. We just had some problems with the memory card. We think that it might have gotten overheated.
Yeah, something. I'm going to reformat the video card, reformat the actual SD card.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do a test, just filming me.
Yeah.
Doing nothing on my computer, and then see if it works.
Yeah, do some test filming, and yeah. Okay, so that's the turbo. That's the intercooler. No, that's the turbo system.
It has an intercooler. You're right.
Yes. No. Okay. We've talked about the intercooler. We've talked about the cooling system change, the air filter.
Yeah.
Oh.
The problem is you're going to
the louvers.
Yeah. Louvers.
Pull up the louvers. Let's show him the louver kit that he found for the hood.
I was looking up hoods.
I think this way. I actually think it's going to look badass. Personally.
Eventually, I will get a carbon fiber hood with actual louvers cut in it, but that's beside the point.
Before you ever do Pikes Peak, I think that we should have a lot more carbon fiber on that car than just a hood.
Hopefully,
like a trunk lid and some doors.
If anybody knows any carbon fiber
places that make carbon fiber replacement parts, body parts for Miatas, please let us know.
Yeah, and they want a free sponsorship.
Yes, that would be great.
They want a shout out in the video. Just send us stuff, please, now.
Speaking of shout outs, while you're looking up the louvers.
Okay, yeah, don't distract me.
We went to the machine shop this week, if you guys did not know, and picked up the piston rods for Dark Sin. It was really cool. We got to go on a tour. Shammy, yes, his name is well, it's his nickname. It's not his real name. That's what he goes by, Shammy. Gave us a tour of the facility.
Man, it was awful today.
The place is called Outlaw Race Engines.
Yeah, got it kind of wrong in the video, but I did a little correction. But
I got it wrong in the video a couple times pronouncing it, which is really stupid because normally I could say it correctly all the time, but for some reason in the video I was calling it 25 different other things.
Yeah.
But yes. Anyway, sorry. Okay.
Louvers.
But anyway, we got to go down there. We got to go on a tour. I recommend, if you haven't watched that video,
that's how they look.
I recommend watching it. Shammy's really cool. The machine shop was really awesome. So yeah. Okay.
I gotta find it for I gotta make sure we can get it for an MB.
Okay.
Or something similar for an MB. And you can actually bend them yourself.
Wow.
It's like a really simple.
So basically,
this is for an NA. It says all the way to 2005. So who knows?
I personally think it'd be cool as shit.
Well, it helps forward downforce too because it has a what do you call that? Gurney flap right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It has a gurney flap in front.
And it's definitely gonna help
all
that freaking engine hot air to escape.
Yeah.
So that helps.
As you can see in the video that
it has template paper already with it, so you can lay out.
You can see the air coming out, all the air.
Wow!
Because there's two fans on. For a small engine, it has a lot of air force going through the front of the.
It probably runs a little warm.
Yeah, well, we'll fix that.
Yeah. But yeah. I personally think that is a great, cool-ass freaking idea.
It's not too expensive. I mean, it's a little pricey, but for what it is, for a few pieces of aluminum. But
I think it'll look.
Probably they're
cool.
out of stock. I think.
Well,
I'm not sure. I'll probably call them.
Well, hopefully by the time we are ready after doing these other things, hopefully it'll be back in stock.
Like I said, we're really prepping the engine for a turbo, so get a lot of the cheap cooling stuff done beforehand. That really has nothing that'll help the car to begin with, especially in the heat wave that we have going right now.
Yeah,
you can't even rain properly. It tried to rain yesterday, couldn't even do that. Because it was so damn hot.
It's the very beginning of monsoon season, so it's gonna be a little spotty hit miss.
Well, it's always been like that. Like you get some faux storms roll through.
Yeah.
For a couple weeks, and then
I had a good freaking. Oh shit! windstorm thing come through.
Yeah, it didn't.
At my place.
It didn't reach this far.
I mean, it was a big old wall freaking come moving through. I was like, oh shit.
Now we're talking about weather. Again, the other thing is part of the car talk.
Yes, that's what we do. As I scratch my nuts.
Hey, do what you gotta do.
You know. So anyway, guys, ask us some questions.
Yeah.
Oh, there is one person I got to give a little bit of shit to. I'm not going to say the person's name, but here you go. I do own other shirts. I got shit because the last 2 live streams in a row, without me realizing it, I'm wearing the exact same shirt 2 weeks in a row. Yes.
People are trying to probably figure out what the hell my shirt's going on with my shirt. It's a beer. It just, this is the pronunciation of the beer on the back. So if you're trying to figure out what the fuck's going on at the front of my shirt.
Yes, I do own other shirts. Thank you very much.
And I own other than Star Wars shirts too.
Yes. Now, in the working videos, when we're doing stuff out in the garage, yeah, you're going to see a lot of the same shirts. Because those are basically our don't give a shit work shirts.
Yeah, I'm actually wearing my, we're going to work out, probably fumble around in the garage after this, just cleaning up and stuff, but I'm actually wearing my the same pants I wear almost every video.
I'm not wearing no work nothing because I wasn't planning on doing nothing.
Oh, well.
I got my good shoes on and...
Well,
yeah.
I'll do most of the work then. You can just supervise.
But, yeah.
Probably should have the air conditioner cranking right now. We got to laugh about
Puzzle Theory. Yeah. That would be who I'm talking about, I'm pretty sure. So, yes. So I do own other shirts. Thank you very much. So
hopefully you'll see more things like racing suits and us wearing and stuff like that in the future. You'll see us wearing racing suits. I have actually a pair of overalls I could wear just as a joke. Just to mess with you people.
Now, the reason why you haven't seen any of the other events that we've talked about, like going to the circle track, the drag strip.
Fucking hot.
Yeah, we're in the really, really hot part of the year right now.
Freaking July.
And basically, when we're in this part of the year,
even though
racing and stuff pretty much shuts down.
Except for autocross, which goes right through, I think, actually, it's almost over, I think. It goes right through spring. I need to check again. I really need to go. I need to really go to an autocross event and just drive.
I'm going to look into it. I think there might be something coming up at Grand Canyon Speedway here pretty soon. I want to think I saw something for it on my Facebook.
And for autocross, I got to go out of town. They don't do it in town anymore. They used to do it over near Cardinal Stadium.
Wait, why don't you make sure you wear them without a shirt?
Overalls.
Oh, yeah. So okay.
So you don't want to wear layers in the summer.
Yeah, should I be wearing a big old straw cap too? Going. Yeah. No.
No, actually, I should say coveralls.
Yeah, he was saying coveralls.
I meant coveralls, not overalls.
Oh,
now it's the old.
The bib overall.
I actually have a pitchfork I can hold too.
Oh my God.
That would be.
No, it's too early.
Yeah, we're going off the. We're starting to go off the deep end.
Yes, it's way too early.
I've had coffee. You don't drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee.
Also, I also do want to do an oil relocation kit. That's one thing I want to do with an oil cooler.
Oh, I am doing that on Darksin.
Well, you have to with freaking turbos. You have to have some kind of.
Well, yeah,
you have to have some kind of engine oil cooling, or your turbos are gonna freaking fry.
Well, I'm going to have a oil cooler and remote oil filters.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the dual side by sides.
Nice.
Because all them moving parts, you want to make sure you got a lot of engine protection.
I'm shopping now.
He's over here shopping on online, cool. And I'm talking, and hey, this is the other stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I was looking at other kits and stuff. What the fuck is going on?
That's kind of a weird ass looking filler neck thing.
Yeah. I was gonna look at oil cooling. So you guys know see what we're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, and in case you guys are wondering, when we do the turbo kit, are we changing the exhaust? No, we are not.
Or we might get a cat.
We're going to get a high flow cat, yes. So we will take off the factory cat.
Yeah.
But it will be hooked to the exhaust that we have on there.
At least temporarily.
So
to start.
It kind of trying to keep the incognito, but
yeah, it's gonna be freaking loud, and you're gonna hear the wastegate through the.
Well, you'll hear the wastegate and
the blow
off valve, but looking at the car
and from a distance, you won't quite.
Yeah, the whole thing is somebody looking at the car wouldn't think it.
It's fast.
They'd be looking around in their mirrors like, I'm hearing something wicked, but where the hell is it?
The hood louvers might clue them in eventually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So here's the oil relocation kit. It's pretty much a bracket, or would you call it a bracket, or would you call it a fitting?
It's a bracket and / fitting.
It's
yes.
both. That you screw into where the stock oil filter goes. It has oil lines coming out into another bracket / fitting that
you can mount.
The actual oil filter too. I'm making hand gestures.
You can pretty much mount that. You can mount that bracket pretty much.
This is sign language for oil relocation kit.
You can mount it on a roll cage tube.
Anything really.
Firewall. Fender well.
Yeah, you can, and with those lines, you can also have an engine oil cooling.
Yes.
On the front, also front of the radiator. Eventually, in race engines,
you don't want to stack too much in front of the radiator.
That's why some of them, like some of the oil coolers, have their own fans that you can actually mount those anywhere you want to.
Yes.
Too. And we're probably going to go that route eventually because it's going to start getting fucking crowded in that engine compartment.
Yeah. Especially with stage 3.
Well, stage
2. I don't know why I keep saying stage 3. It's stage 2.
Stage 2. Stage 2 of the Miata Project Void / Mazda Miata is going to be a whole other story. We're going to have to pretty much start over.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, that's actually the Pikes Peak.
Hey, but if we don't blow this one up.
Actually, Pikes Peak might be stage 3.
You could regain some of your money.
Well, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
If we don't cannonball the engine we have in it right now.
Yeah, if we don't totally freaking blow up the motor that's in it right now, we might be able to resell a lot of this stuff.
I think we're fine as long as we go over 15 hours.
Yeah.
We have to watch our horsepower. I think the transmission and the rear and the axles will go before the engine will.
From what I've learned doing my research on stock compression, you're good up to about 15. If you go over that, you're gonna start breaking shit, blowing shit up. So yeah, I kind of did some research in it yesterday because I was really curious on how much boost we could get in that motor and get away with without completely, as you said, cannonballing the motor. So, yeah, they can, the 10-to-1s, they're good up to about 15. The 9.5s are good to
about 20, 25.
20, 25. So,
Yeah.
They do have a limit.
With that compression, we won't have to.
No.
Might change the valves, just the valves.
Now, technically,
change the valves and port and polish.
Technically,
which we can do in a. Can we do ourselves, or we have the valves pressed? We have to look into that.
We still got to get a used head before we do that, though.
Yeah.
But
take it to the machine shop so they can get the valves seated properly.
I forgot what I was saying.
Sorry, I distracted him again. His brain's gonna explode now.
Yes, it is, because I totally forgot where I was at.
We're talking about the boost.
Yes. Technically, with your motor being a 10-to-1, 10-to-1 and higher is technically more ideal for a nitrous motor than it is for a turbo. But nitrous just fucking, no. Especially when we're trying to make something last, a fucking nitrous system's gonna melt that shit down real quick.
So fry the rings eventually.
Oh no, it won't fry rings. It'll start melting pistons, like literally melting.
Yeah, well, anything aluminum.
Yeah, so.
Well, head's aluminum too.
Yeah, so turbo it is.
Bend valves, do all kinds of weird shit.
Yes. So nitrous motors, you're spending a lot more money on repairs than you are anything else.
Good thing is with the 10-to-1 compression, it's a lot more power per pound of boost. So.
Yeah.
So we won't have to. We'll get more power out of that engine than faster than the manual. Of course, we're going to switch to a manual transmission, which also probably is cheaper than. Well, it'll probably be the same price as the turbo system, minus the computer.
Yeah, yeah.
The computer is also, and we can't run the computer on the automatic.
Well, and by that point in time, when we get to the computer part, we will probably.
We'll have to switch to a manual transmission.
We'll probably be when you're doing the manual is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When we come to the manual part needing to change the computer, by that point in time, we probably won't even replace it with a factory one. Anyway, it will probably be an aftermarket of some kind.
Mega Squirt 2 is the cheapest, most affordable one that I can. It's around.
We're trying to find something that has a 2-step option in it that's reasonably priced, but so far we haven't really had much luck in that department. Yeah. The one that he's looking at, you can do like a jumper inside of it to where you can create like your own 2-step, but it's basically just bouncing off the rev limiter kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like a rev limiter bounce for launching.
Yeah, we watched a whole video
on somebody
on
doing
it, and
so there's like a switch in the pedal, or you put a switch in the pedal that you slightly press the clutch.
Yeah.
And when you have the clutch half pressed in, the rev limiter jumps down to 4,000. Wow. So if you're not fully pressing the clutch. Yeah,
you're full on the gas.
So it's
supposed to do a 2-step thing.
Like I said, it's a rev limiter bouncing.
Yeah.
That acts as a 2-step. It's very, very weird. Yeah. I don't even know how you would control something like that.
I don't even know how you would consider a 2-step.
Seems weird. I don't know.
It was a very weird type thing.
There's black ones. I kind of like those. I think that's universal. We'll show that real quick. I kind of like that.
I like that more than the.
I kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll have more.
It's more expensive.
Holy crap! Is it more expensive? But it's black. It's powder coated. It's awesome.
Well, look at the name.
We can paint these. We can paint these too.
Look at the provider, and they'll tell you right there why it's so expensive.
Yeah, it looks like Universal kit too.
Yeah.
But
it looks more like the freaking fins and stuff you see on the CTSV.
Now I'm shopping.
That hood's cool. A little pricey though.
Yeah. A lot of this crap is pricey.
That's carbon fiber?
Yeah.
That's cheap for carbon fiber.
Yeah. I don't even know if it's for the right car. Doesn't even say for what car it's for. Kind of looks like a Miata.
It's a badass hood.
That's an. Yeah. Hey, I'm shopping now.
Yeah. We're just kind of. You know.
Carbon fiber hoods.
We did lose a viewer at some point.
That's fine.
But we're holding at 3.
Yeah, we're almost up to an hour anyway. So.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's our? Yeah, we're at 54.
Which is a good thing. I'm I'm freaking struggling today, guys. I'm putting on a smile and powering through it, but my intestinal tract system is not happy with me this morning, and I don't know why.
Yeah. Did you have any sugar yesterday?
Nope.
No sugar?
Nope.
That's weird.
Didn't eat anything different that would have triggered me or anything else. It just, for some reason, woke up this morning and my stomach's just not happy. It'll get better as the day goes on. It's just, this morning, it's just not real pleased with me at the moment.
Yeah, some good days, bad days.
Yeah. That's my life.
Let's see, what else? So we talked about our cooling plans, talked about the transmission plans, talked about your El Camino plans for the future, recent future.
Yes,
so
we're going to try to get back to working on it.
Do some body stuff.
Yeah.
You got to work that body.
Work that body. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, I had the wrong screen up. We're still looking at oil stuff.
You got pretty skin. I'm sorry.
You have nice skin. Inside joke. Sorry.
Yeah.
Who
puts lotions on the skin?
It's kind of a little bit of that.
Yeah. Hey, look, we got 3 followers now.
Any closing questions, comments, remarks?
Feel
jokes?
free to ask, joke, comment, something before we go off air. Any questions? Come on.
Alcar didn't say hi at any point, did he?
No, he sure didn't. I think he's taking a nap
Yeah, he's
somewhere.
probably
in hanging out with his mama.
Okay, so anything else you want to try to do on your car anytime soon for maybe the future plans after the body stuff?
I do want to start getting the stuff to build the tonneau cover.
Like the sheets of aluminum and stuff like that, and the piano hinge.
Yes, and the angle iron and all that. Yes.
Okay.
I do want to try to get that stuff here pretty soon.
You want to try to make it screw in, or how do you want to put it in?
They will be. It will fold up on itself, but it will be held in with Zeus fasteners.
Zeus fasteners. You're gonna have to show me what the hell you're talking about, because I don't.
You're on Summit. Go ahead and just
Zeus.
Yeah, Zeus fasteners.
That?
I don't know how to spell Zeus fasteners. There you
go. That it?
Yep. Wait. Nope. Those are plastic piece of shits. Go back. Okay. Scroll down. No chrome. Those are like plastic clip motherfuckers. Is it ZOOS? Zeus?
No.
ZUOU? There we go. I think that's them.
Also cover stud kit. These are all studs.
Nope.
Body fastening?
Yeah. Wait. All-Star Performer. Body fastening.
We're trying to find stuff, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure. If any of you guys know how to spell Zeus fastener, will you please type that shit up in a message for us? That would be fantastic.
Yeah, we're not having
Zeus fastener.
ZEUS.
Okay, Zeus fastener.
Yeah, it's Greek. Whatever.
There we go. Down the chrome ones. The third one down.
Okay.
Right there.
Okay. Yeah, we'll put that up. Since it took us so long to find it.
Okay, that is what the tonneau cover will be held on with.
Okay. It's a lot of fabrication.
Thank you for helping us out with that.
That's as bad as
yeah,
just as bad a speller as we are.
Yeah, it said Fadmaners.
Fadners.
Anyway, I bet she's laughing her ass off right now. Anyway, those are what I'm going to be using to hold the tonneau cover panels on with, and the wing.
The wing? Oh, the wing.
The downforce, the spoiler, wing, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Might be able to fabricate that too.
No, I'm buying that.
You're buying that?
Yeah, because it's not that expensive.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm going to be using those to hold all those panels on with. That way they're removable. So, like, I can take the wing off for street driving, just like I can take the chute and the wheelie bars off, too.
Yeah.
For street driving.
That's cool.
So, hey, look, right at the end, we jump back up to 4 viewers.
Yay.
Right at the hour mark, we gain another viewer.
All right, I guess we'll do a quick closing and be going.
So, yeah. All right, guys. So,
I'll get back to it.
That's going to be I can't talk. Okay, that's going to be it for this week's live stream.
Yeah.
We will be back same time, same place, same channel. Next week. So, yeah.
That's pretty much it. Thanks for coming to Car Talk and Other Things, week 3, and we'll see you on YouTube.
Yep, we will see you Monday on our next episode where we do the air intake install.
Yep.
All right. Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. We will see you guys on Monday, and see you guys right back here next Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific. Thanks for watching. We're out.